another edition of Brady and Mahomes. Out of Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, the all-time Chiefs battle the all-time Patriots. We put a close to Week 11 of the all-time rosters franchise with a showdown between arguably the top two quarterbacks of all time, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. The return to the 21-yard line out of Charles, and the league leader with 19 touchdown passes, Patrick Mahomes, takes the field for KC. 2,015 yards, 8 picks on 66% completions. He is the NFL record holder for career passing yards per game and passing yards per attempt adjusted. Two-time NFL MVP, 6-time Pro Bowler out of Texas Tech. He burst onto the scene as a 10th overall pick in 2017 with the Chiefs and turned out to be an absolute legend for the franchise. A gain of a dozen, as he's not only a good passer, but an outstanding scrambling quarterback. And with Mahomes' 19 touchdown passes and one more on the ground, with a look at his numbers, he is as good as anybody at the quarterback position in the all-time roster franchise. First drop of the game, and he finds Tony Gonzalez, one of the best ever at his position. Gain of 25.
25-yard gain on the play.
The Hall of Famer out of Cal has nearly all the NFL tight end records, first in receptions, first in yards, and trails only Antonio Gates in touchdowns. He closed his career with Atlanta, but had his best days with Kansas City, catching passes from no-name quarterbacks. So with Mahomes, he has been phenomenal. The pass into the end zone, and that is over the back line to Travis Kelce, part of the best two tight end package in the all-time roster franchise. He joins Dwayne Bowe, Priest Holmes, Tony Richardson, and Otis Taylor as the ones to watch for the best scoring offense and the third best total offense in the league this year. Second down and 10 yards to go. Play action to Holmes. Mahomes shoots it deep to Gonzalez. He's got it to the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the Chiefs waste no time, going 82 yards, and Tony Gonzalez is in already for his 4th touchdown of the year. Jan Stotterud's extra point out of the hold of Len Dawson. It's good. Just a minute and 15 seconds into the game, and Gonzalez already has 2 big catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. Not only was he an unguardable tight end throughout all the 2000s, but also was an absolute Iron Man for the Chiefs. Julian Edelman on the return, hammered at the 20-yard line, setting the stage for the other outstanding quarterback on display tonight. Tom Brady, 2,181 yards, 13 touchdowns and 6 picks on 65.5% completions, 3rd in passing, 5th in touchdowns, and among the top 10 in passer rating. Tom Brady, without some of his best playmakers, keeps on going for the Patriots. Brady drops it off to his favorite target this year, Stanley Morgan, for the gain of a couple. Tyrann Mathieu with the stop. Morgan and Welker, the starting receivers today, with Randy Moss out, Rob Gronkowski, Jim Nantz, and Sam Cunningham. Terry Glenn is out for the year with a fractured shoulder blade, and the aforementioned Moss will miss the next 2 games with a broken collarbone. But Tom Brady keeps on putting up phenomenal numbers for the Patriots and is on the heels of a shootout at the Jets in overtime last week. In cut to Morgan, first down Patriots. Second grab already from Tom Brady to Stanley Morgan, and the 49th reception for Stanley Steamer this year. Off the 4-man rush, he finds Troy Brown, the 3-time Super Bowl champion out of Marshall. Gains 8 on the play. Tom Brady, 5-time Super Bowl MVP out of Michigan, has all the quarterback records. First in yards, first in game-winning drives, first in touchdown passes, and first in Super Bowls. That pass is intercepted by Brandon Flowers at the 50. He has 1 to beat at the 20-yard line and is shoved out by Nance at the 15. Brandon Flowers, a second-round pick out of Virginia Tech in 2008, was one of the best in the game for about a half a decade in the National Football League. He had 21 career interceptions, and Flowers has his first pick of this year. Short field for Mahomes and the offense. Snap to Patrick at the 15. He guns it over the middle, and Taylor dropped the football. In the AFC West, Kansas City has a clear 2-game lead over the Raiders and the Chargers. And Kansas City enjoys currently the number 2 seed in the AFC overall. Broncos bringing up the rear at 4-5. Blitz from the Patriots, and Mahomes finds his man at the 15, and a leaping Travis Kelce's down to the 7. McCourty makes the stop for the Patriots. He joins Nick Buonacane, Andre Tippett, Ty Law, all members of the Hall of Fame, Vince Wilfork, and Asante Samuel for the 30th total defense in the league. All-time New England Boston. Wildcat on 3rd down. A bag of tricks on display from Andy Reid, the Chiefs coach, and Larry Johnson's down to the 2, 1st and goal. Platoon of running backs for the all-time Chiefs on display this year. Priest Holmes, Jamal Charles, and Larry Johnson, 2-time Pro Bowler out of Penn State. Incomplete, 2nd and goal for the Chiefs.
Number 15 goes incomplete.
Larry Johnson helped lead the way for the number 1 total offense in the NFL in 2004 and 2005. They'll bring him out. In comes Priest Holmes, who's in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kansas City, still in the first quarter of this one, has jumped out to a 13-0 lead. Priest Holmes racked up 27 touchdown runs in 2003, tied for the 2nd most in NFL history. Holmes is in for his first of the day and his 4th of the year. An all-time Kansas City with 3:31 left in the first quarter on Monday night leads the rival Patriots 14-0. Edelman downs it in the end zone. Tom Brady tossed an interception to Brandon Flowers, a unusual pick right into harm's way from Brady to cap off the last drive. They'll begin their second from their own 20. Brady gets rid of it into traffic for Morgan, but it doesn't matter. First down, Patriots. Tom Brady taken to the 6th round, 199th overall out of Michigan in 2000, and earned his way to the starting spot after the Drew Bledsoe injury. Bledsoe, the number 2 quarterback, in front of Babe Parilli on the all-time Patriots. Willie Lanier, Bobby Bell, Johnny Robinson, Derek Thomas, and Deron Cherry for the 2nd total defense in the league this year. But Tom Brady earned his stripes, and not only was he an absolute superstar once he started winning the Super Bowls, but it seemed his career got even better as time went on and turned in a dynasty with the Patriots and won another Super Bowl with the Bucs to close out a phenomenal career. That pass to Curtis Martin is incomplete. The all-time Patriots rank 8th in the league in 3rd downs at 43%. A lot of that due to the excellence of Tom Brady. Chiefs bring 5. Brady guns it to Wes Welker down the sideline. Gain of 13 and a first down. Wes Welker, the Patriots' all-time leader in receptions, with a brilliant pass from Tom Brady as his 50th catch of this year. Over the middle to Gronkowski for another first down. While Gonzalez and Kelce create the best 1-2 tight end tandem of the all-time roster franchise, Gronkowski, by way of talent, may be the best tight end of all time. Brady throws it to him and makes a leaping catch, and Gronkowski goes down. The only reason why Gronkowski isn't unanimously the best tight end of all time, regarded by everybody, is due to the injuries he sustained, quite a few of them throughout his career. But he set the tight end record, which still stands today, in touchdown catches with 17 in 2011. The Chiefs, there on the bottom, are the number 2 seed in the AFC. Bills, Titans, Oilers, and Steelers round out the division leaders in the American Football Conference going into week 11 of the all-time roster franchise.
Number 88 on the reception. Gain of 8.
Fabulous drive engineered by Tom Brady. Third down and a yard to go. Patriots have already converted 2 third downs on this drive. Straight drop. Brady scans the field, looks and throws to Coates in the end zone. Touchdown. Not a bad replacement to the injured Rob Gronkowski. 5-time Pro Bowler out of Livingstone, Ben Coates is in for the touchdown. League leader in receiving among tight ends in 1994, and he makes it a one-score game. Ben Coates with his first touchdown catch of the year. Glad you're with us on Monday night out of rainy Foxborough, Massachusetts. 14-7 KC. Grayson returns to the 22. Tony Gonzalez, a brilliant start to the game, commits the first penalty of the ball game. Kansas City ranks 28th out of 32 teams in penalties committed this year. They have now 19 on the season. Nick Bonaconti is buried in the backfield. End of one from Foxborough, and the all-time Chiefs have the early 14-7 lead. Seven and 2 Kansas City, 4-5 New England Boston. Patriots are in dire straits out of the playoff chase with a loss tonight. The blitzing Andre Tippett makes his first play of the night. Second round pick out of Iowa in 1982. 2 years later set the franchise record for sacks, which still stands today. It helped guide the Patriots to the Super Bowl a year later where they were blown out by the Bears. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. The best punter in Chiefs history checks in for the first time today. 3-time Pro Bowler out of Southern Mississippi, Jarrell Wilson. An AFL champion and a Super Bowl champion. And a Hall of Fame all-decade teamer the 1970s. Wilson drives it to the 48, a punt of 46, and a return of 14. The tackle from Flowers. And with 7:15 to go in the half, miraculously, off of the interception from Brandon Flowers, Brady and the Patriots have turned it around and could tie the game with the touchdown here. Jim Nantz is hammered by Willie Lanier for a loss.
The ball carrier on the play. Loss of 2.
Willie Lanier, one of the 40 All-Pros on this all-time Chiefs roster, and one of the 13 inductees into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Brady off the deep drop. His pass is tipped away by Lanier, incomplete.
12 has his pass fall incomplete.
Willie Lanier, a 3-time All-Pro out of Morgan State, helped anchor the #1 total defense in the NFL in 1969. Brady unloads to Ben Coates. Spilled at the 33, but that will all but just add yardage for the field goal.
7-yard gain.
Stephen Gostkowski from 50 on the left hash. The wind is drifting a bit to the right, and it is a torrential downpour. As Gostkowski drives it through that rain, his kick is good. And is now 10 for 10 this year. Stephen Gostkowski, 6:15 to go in the half. His beautiful long ball has trimmed the lead to 4. Kansas City 14, New England Boston 10. The Chiefs, on 305 yards per game, are the #3 total offense in the league this year. Priest Holmes, one of the few players on this offense that has really struggled this year. Priest Holmes, with 3.6 yards per carry, ranks in the bottom 3 among qualified rushers in rushing average this season. He is in the block on a second down. The slant complete to Gonzalez, first down.
The catch is made for a first down.
Well, it appears the Patriots are going to have all sorts of issues covering the tight end tonight in Tony Gonzalez. Already 3 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown. He'll take a seat. Travis Kelce motions outside. Straight ahead run, and Holmes is denied. Buried by Buonacani, who already has 4 tackles today. A team best 57 on the year. Hall of Famer from Notre Dame, won Super Bowls with the Dolphins, and 3 times finished top 5 for the AFL Player of the Year during the 60s with New England. Holmes buried at the 29 by Buonacani again.
1-yard gain on the play.
Buonacani joins Richard Seymour, Andre Tippett, Mike Haynes, and Ty Laws, the 5 Hall of Fame defenders for the Patriot franchise. Mahomes goes deep on 3rd and 12, and Taylor had it, but dropped it. The Chiefs down one of the most electrifying receivers of all time, Tyreek Hill, for tonight's game with a broken jaw. Otherwise, they are healthy tonight. Taylor filling his shoes admirably in the game last week, but has yet to make a catch of significance this week for Kansas City. He's the Super Bowl champion out of Prairie View A&M. First down at the 35. Brady goes deep, and that is another interception right into the hands of Hall of Famer Johnny Robinson. Brown wraps him up with a 48.
On the interception.
Chiefs are glad to have Johnny Robinson back from injury. Hall of Famer out of LSU, tied for 13th in interceptions in NFL history, with one that certainly Brady would love to have back. It was almost like he was the intended target on that play. In Patriot territory with the 14-10 lead. Holmes has been absolutely shut down today. Bruschi with the stop.
Number 31 gets the call. No gain on the play.
Priest Holmes had a injury-shortened career, but went from undrafted to NFL superstar during the 2000s. Unusual to see him struggle like he has this year. Kelce with a gain of 2, wrapped up by Haynes.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Kansas City 4th in the game and 3rd down conversions at 47%. They need the Patriot 38 to move the chains. A screen pass to Charles, and Jamal Charles is wrapped up right at the marker. Charles doesn't think he has it. The officials will confirm with the chain gang, and indeed, Charles is short. Priest Holmes, Jamal Charles, Larry Johnson, Christian Okoye, and fullback Tony Richardson is the running back room for Kansas City. Wilson sends the ball into the end zone for a touchback. Well, Tom Brady, 3-time NFL MVP, was nothing but money in the 2-minute drill. 3 timeouts and 1:55 to go in the half. They've got to go 80 yards. 5-man rush. Brady stands in and finds Wes Welker, who is spilled by Robinson and Matthew at the 29.
9-yard gain on the play.
Shotgun snap to Tom Brady. Looks to Welker, and he gets clocked at the 34, but hangs on to it. Wes Welker, Stanley Morgan, Troy Brown, Julian Edelman, and Randy Moss and Terry Glenn, who are hurt, are the receivers for the Patriot franchise. That pass to Morgan is incomplete. Tight ends for the all-time Patriots, Rob Gronkowski, who is out for the game, just named on the sideline. We have word he has suffered broken ribs and will not play the rest of tonight. He joins Russ Francis and Ben Coates as the tight ends for this franchise. Timeout, Bill Belichick and the Patriots. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Another Kansas City blitz. Brady drops, throws on the run, and that pass is incomplete.
The pass falls incomplete. Number 83, the intended receiver on the play.
The best punter in Patriots history, taken to the 6th round in 2023, one of the final draft selections from the legendary Bill Belichick, who was on the sideline for 24 years in Foxborough, beginning in 2000. One part of his first draft class was Tom Brady. Part of his last draft class was Bryce Behringer, who was on pace for the 4th best punt average in a career in NFL history. He drives it into the end zone, a 39-yard net punt for a touchback. Mahomes lobs it right into traffic. Tipped away by Hall of Famer Mike Haynes, the 1976 Defensive Rookie of the Year. Chiefs have 3 timeouts and their superstar quarterback. Here's Patrick Mahomes against the corner blitz. And Patrick Mahomes displays the sort of ability Tom Brady didn't have much of. A gain of 12 for Patrick Mahomes. That run puts him over 100 yards on the ground this season. Straight drop. Patrick Mahomes hit as he throws. And he missed an open bow, incomplete. The Chiefs receivers for the all-time roster franchise, Tyreek Hill and Otis Taylor are the starters. Third stringer Dwayne Bowe, then Carlos Carson and Chris Burford round out the wideout room. Complete to Kelsey, timeout Kansas City. It should be noted the Patriots will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Mahomes on third down finds the tight end, and he may have been short too. Indeed he was. 4th and a yard, and in comes Wilson. Wilson hammers the ball down the field, and Julian Edelman, the Super Bowl 53 MVP, returns to the 22. Brady against Mahomes. And New England Boston may feel compelled to run us into the half. The struggling Jim Nance off tackle to the 25. He's wrapped up at the 27. Patriots called timeout. And unless they get a big play here, this could be the final play of the half coming up. Cunningham checks in at fullback. Straight ahead run. Nance squirts his way to the 29. No timeout called. And we have hit the half in Foxborough. Brady against Mahomes, and it's Kansas City who leads it by 4. The second half on Monday night coming up next. Dick Rice in hand out of Foxborough. Glad you're with us as the Chiefs lead the Patriots on Monday night, 14-10. Wilson sends it away to begin the second half. Julian Edelman on a hop at the 2 is greeted by Justin Houston and down to the 15. Well, Patrick Mahomes didn't play Tom Brady very much throughout his career, going 3-1 in regular season meetings, but did lose both of the playoff games against Tom Brady. Nance to the 23 for the gain of 8. Brady over Mahomes in overtime of the 2018 AFC Championship. And Brady over Mahomes again in Super Bowl 55 out of Tampa. Bucks 31, Chiefs 9. Brady lost the ball on the strip sack from Jones, and Armstrong recovers. Chris Jones leading the way for a team top 10 of the league in sacks with 27. That is their first of the ball game. Brady launches this one over the head of nearly everybody and incomplete.
Number 18 on the cover. 4th down.
Tom Brady with a passer rating of 59 today. Certainly an anticlimactic start to the game between the outstanding quarterbacks who will always be linked between one another, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Charles on a hop at the 34, sheds a tackle. Great return to the Patriots 46. Tom Addison, a member of the original all-time Boston Patriots back in 1960 in the American Football League, makes the stop for the Patriots special teams group. A 12-yard gut run out of Priest Holmes, his best run of the day. First down, Kansas City. The Chiefs have 6 first downs in tonight's game, as does the Patriots. Mahomes guns it to Dwayne Bowe. Taken down by Law. Mahomes will look at his numbers. 112 yards through the air, 24 on the ground with a touchdown pass to Tony Gonzalez to cap the opening drive of the day. And a first down for Kansas City. Mahomes is taken down by Tippett.
Number 56 makes the sack.
The Patriots have a league-worst 10 sacks on the year, but Tippett, the Hall of Famer, has 3.5 of them now and drills Mahomes. On a 2nd and 13, Mahomes is hit as he throws and is picked off by Ty Law. The league leader in interceptions in 1998 steps right in front of the short pass to Bo for the interception. And that promising Kansas City drive ends with nothing, continuing a brutal performance from both quarterbacks. In cut to Brown, who's wrapped up at the 40.
Number 80 with the reception on the play. Gain of 7.
Troy Brown, top 5 in receiving in Patriots history. A 3-time Super Bowl champion and a Pro Bowler out of Marshall. In the middle of the third quarter of a defensive battle, Nance sweeps to his left and gains 2 on the play.
Number 35 on the run. Gain of 2.
And Tom Brady has all the passing marks for the National Football League. Patrick Mahomes has been chasing it since he set single-season records back in 2018, his first full year in the National Football League as a starter. Ben Coates, gain of 18, first down Patriots. You just plug and play anybody at receiver or tight end, and Tom Brady thrives. First down at the 40 following the big pass play. Deep pitch pattern to Wes Welker, who is his favorite target throughout much of the 2010s. First down, New England, Boston. Undrafted free agent in 2004, was a journeyman with San Diego, Miami before joining the Patriots for their undefeated season of 2007. Welker and Moss that year was a absolutely dynamic 1-2 punch at wide receiver. Most yards per game, most receptions in Patriots history. 5-time Pro Bowler Wes Welker out of Texas Tech. He was the intended target, but Brady gets decked, and that pass falls incomplete. Super Bowl champion Bobby Bell. 2nd round pick out of Minnesota and a 6-time All-Pro with the pressure. 3rd down, and Brady finds Brown, who may have been a half-yard short. They're going to measure this one. Tyrann Mathieu with the stop. Indeed, just a little bit short. Let's see if he did indeed get the first down spot. It appears to be a solid mark by the officials. Gostkowski from 35 to trim the Kansas City lead a bit more, and indeed he drills it. 11 for 11 for Gostkowski this year. The man currently 11th on the all-time field goal percentage list with a chip shot to trim the lead to a point. Adam Vinatieri was a phenomenal kicker for years for the Patriots franchise, but the 3-time league leader in field goals and the Hall of Fame all-decade teamer, and maybe one day we'll have a gold jacket in the Pro Football Hall of Fame overall, was just a little better throughout his days with the Patriots from 2006 to 2019. 14-13. Kansas City scored all of its points in the first quarter of the game. Late in the third, it's a 1-point Chiefs lead. 13 unanswered for the home team as Holmes motors to the 27.
7-yard gain on the play.
Priest Holmes, -1 yard on 7 carries in the first half, 20 yards on 3 carries to begin the second half. Mahomes under duress is sacked once again. Lawyer Molloy forces the 3-and-out. Wilson, second to the league, averaging 47.8 yards a punt this season. Sends a line drive to Edelman at the 32. A punt to 44 and a return of 10. 34 seconds to go in the third quarter of a nip and tuck battle between Brady and Mahomes. This could be the final play of the third. Straight ahead run on the draw to Nance. And a bell cow, Jim Nance, is down to the 45. Fourth quarter coming up next. Mahomes and the Chiefs lead it on Monday night, 14-13. The 7-2 all-time Chiefs come into the game winners of 7 in a row before their division loss to Denver 9-7 last week. And the offense has struggled tonight, but certainly that talented defense has picked up the slack. Another tackle from Bell. Loaded with Hall of Fame talent, this Chiefs defense is. The Hall of Famers are Buck Buchanan, Bobby Bell, Jared Allen, Willie Lanier, Curly Colt, Derek Thomas, Johnny Robinson, and Emmett Thomas, who got beat over the middle by Welker for the first down. You can put an entire Hall of Fame roster on the defense, and Tom Brady will still have his moments. As good as any quarterback, he was surgical throughout his days with the Patriots for 2 decades.
The ball carrier on the play. Gain of 2 on the play.
6:25 left in the ball game. All-time Chiefs lead at 14-13 in Foxborough. Nance squirts the hole and is spilled at the 32.
Number 35 with the carry on the play. Gain of 1.
The Patriots have been living on third down today. 4 for 8 on third down tries tonight. Brady guns it to Coates in traffic. He's got it for the first down. Coates had 4 catches all year as the reserve to Rob Gronkowski at tight end. He has 4 more tonight. Straight drop. Brady scans the field and completes the pass to Brown to the 20. Tom Brady 20 of 30 for 208 yards today. A touchdown and 2 interceptions. The Patriots in the red zone are 2 for 2 today. A touchdown and a field goal, middle of the pack in red zone percentage this year. Brady gets rid of it. 21st completion of the day, that to Brown. We've got an injured Tyrann Mathieu, 2020 first team All-Pro out of LSU. The Hall of Fame All-Decade teamer, the 2010s, playing largely with the Cardinals. Brady on a 3rd and inches, fires to Brown, who is stuffed inches away from the end zone. First and goal. Jim Nance, the 2-time league leader in rushing during the 1960s for the AFL Patriots. He'll get the call, and Nance is in for his 6th touchdown run of the year. That was almost too easy. Credit Bruce Armstrong, Ben Coates, Hall of Fame guard John Hanna, and John Morris, the center, the left side of that offensive line. 2-pointer to put the Patriots up 7. Brady fires to Welker. 2-point conversion is successful. Nick Rice in hand in a showdown between Brady and Mahomes. 3:57 to go. The Patriots 21, the Chiefs 14. Charles drilled to the 19-yard line. The Chiefs have been the best offense in the NFL 6 times in the Super Bowl era, 3 times with Patrick Mahomes. The record-breaking 2018 campaign. They did it again in 2020 with the number 1 offense in the NFL, again with Mahomes in 2022. This a big reason why he scrambles for 14 first down. 3:20 to go. Patrick Mahomes in the clutch, as good as anybody except Tom Brady. Mahomes fires down the field and is nearly picked off. Hall of Famer Mike Haynes played 7 years with both the Patriots and the LA Raiders. He is part of the all-time defense for both. Draw to Holmes, and Lawyer Malloy totally destroys that opportunity, loss of 3. The Patriots, who came into the game ranked 28th in scoring defense this season, have shut out the Chiefs since the first 5 minutes of the game, and Charles is part of a 3-and-out for Kansas City. Wilson in again to send it deep to Julian Edelman just in front of the 2-minute warning. End over end punt retrieved by Brown, not Edelman. And indeed, he is stopped right at the 2-minute spot of the fourth quarter. The all-time Patriots. Jim Nantz comes in averaging 5 yards a carry this year. If he keeps that up, the Patriots are going to win it right here on offense. Nantz spins away from Bell and is stuffed right at the 20-yard line by Chris Jones. Fabulous defensive line for Kansas City. Three-time Super Bowl champion Chris Jones has been outstanding this year. Tombahal Lee also. A fumble from Nantz, but another recovery from Armstrong. He's been in perfect position. 6-time Pro Bowler out of Louisville. Part of a very talented offensive line for the Patriots. Nantz is denied, and the Chiefs will call their final timeout. After the Patriots punt, the Chiefs up the football at their own 27. 1:39 remaining in the game. Kansas City is down to this. Mahomes is going deep right away, and that pass is incomplete. The best scoring offense in the all-time rosters franchise looks a little out of sorts with the injury to Tyreek Hill, who will return next week when Kansas City battles the Steelers in primetime. Mahomes fires, and there's Travis Kelce, who's been quiet all day. 136 yards out of Patrick Mahomes, but still a chance to tie the ball game. Brady has been a bit underwhelming with the 2 interceptions. He has 8 this year. Over the middle, and Gonzalez has got it for the first down. This makes you wonder where this down-the-field passing was from Mahomes throughout all the second half. Mahomes shoots it to Gonzalez, and he is in for the touchdown. Tony Gonzalez has really been the only good thing going for this offense tonight, and he beats McCourty, and Malloy. Mahomes celebrates as he finds his Hall of Fame tight end for the touchdown. We are 57 seconds away from overtime, but the guy on the other sideline has been money throughout his career in this sort of situation. 5 catches for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. Next to no production at all for the remaining receiving corps for the Chiefs. But Tony Gonzalez has had a breakout game. Raymond Claiborne, league leader in kickoff returns in 1977, brings it back to the 20. Gostkowski, in a legendary career, made so many clutch kicks to help guide the Patriots to Super Bowl championships in 2014, 2016, and 2018. He's warming up on the Patriots sideline. Tom Brady, a chance to win it for the Patriots, throws this one away with 48 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Patriots just went to overtime last week in a 20-17 division defeat at the Jets. This would be the first overtime game of the year for Kansas City. That pass to Welker is complete, but he runs out of bounds right at the line. 3rd and 10 coming up. The Patriots will bring in Russ Francis as the team's second tight end on a 3rd down, and 10 yards to go. First run of the day out of Hall of Famer Curtis Martin, and he goes nowhere. The Patriots will not stop the clock. We are headed to overtime. Mahomes against Brady. Extra football from Foxborough right after this. Away we go with the Behringer kickoff. It is overtime to close week 11 of the season on Monday night. Jamal Charles with a great return, shoved out by the kicker at the 35. Hall of Famer Jan Stenerud with a long of 51 this season. So that's only 32 yards away from Kansas City to enter into field goal range from Stenerud. Vrabel buries the running back for a loss. as we are underway in overtime. Chiefs battle the Steelers in primetime next week. New England Boston is back on the road to tangle with the Eagles next Sunday. Patriots bring a four-man rush. Patrick Mahomes, his first pass of overtime, and it's an interception. Teddy Bruschi takes it away and is down to the 29-yard line. The highest-rated passer in football in the all-time roster franchise, Patrick Mahomes, with a disastrous throw, finds the linebacker Teddy Bruschi. Third on the all-time career playoff tackles list in the clutch. Bruschi seemed to make every big play during the 3 Super Bowls in 4 years the Patriots won in the 2000s. Teddy Bruschi, Pro Bowl linebacker out of Arizona, with the critical interception. That is his first of the year, and the all-time Patriots are in position to win the game. Straight ahead run to Nance, who is stuffed by Jones. Third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Now, Tom Brady in these sort of clutch situations seem to always make the critical play late, but it is the defense that sets up Brady for winning field goal position. Martin is buried for a loss, but it may not matter as Bell makes his 5th stop of the day.
3-yard loss on the play.
Gostkowski perfect on field goals this year, one of only 8 remaining kickers in the league without a miss. This one to win the game from 47, and the kick is good. The Patriots came into the day a game back of Buffalo and Miami for first place in the AFC East. It was a real must-win for them. And Ty Law, the Patriot defense, Teddy Bruschi an interception too, and some timely throws from Tom Brady did it in the end. Patriots come back, scoring 10 unanswered to defeat the Chiefs in overtime, 24-21. Big day out of Gonzalez, but it wasn't enough for Kansas City, who falls to 7-3. The Patriots are back in the thick of things at 5-5. This is the all-time rosters franchise with Charge 295.